Namaste. And welcome to Mindfulness Moments. This is a moment, this is a time in our day where we just take pause to create a little bit of space, right? To create a little bit of space. So let's get started. Maybe clear out your area, maybe to the left or to the right or in front of you or behind you. Just so you have a nice clear space to begin to come here to this moment, to this very moment, and to the practice of mindfulness. So we will begin in our seat today. Turn your palms up. Gently, little touch of the index finger to the tip of the thumb, but creating space, keeping that theme, that idea as we practice today. So there's just a little bit of breath between the thumb and the index finger. And now start to root yourself down into your seat. You can start to move around a bit, just kind of going side to side, just working to create a little bit of space here in your spine, beginning at the base, moving up a little bit higher. A wonderful way to add space to any moment is just to breathe deeply, to breathe with awareness. So start to find that for yourself. Bring the breath in through your nose and let that breath travel right back out through your nose. You can go in the opposite direction now and just notice. Right? Do you have a sense here that you are creating space, maybe creating a little warmth in the spine as you move from one side to the other, as you move the spine around here from foundation all the way up to the crown of your head. Deep, beautiful breaths, beautiful breaths. And now come to a place of stillness and cultivating the space. Keep the breath flowing. You can soften your gaze, soften your mouth and your jaw, and keep that breath flowing. Inhaling and exhaling. Good afternoon and welcome. Creating space in our practice this day, creating space in our practice. And maybe as you arrive to this practice, to this mindfulness moment, set an intention for a place in your life, maybe a place in your heart that you would like to create a little space. Maybe that space is being invited into the softness, the beauty of your mind, creating a little space between each one of the thoughts, right? Just an idea of openness, of ease, of calm. Take some deep breaths here. Inhale, lift your chin, lift your chest. We create space in this breath practice. As you exhale, go ahead and drop your chin to your chest and release that breath out through your mouth, creating space in your lungs. And keep going like that. Inhale, rising up, belly, heart, the front of your throat is lifting with breath. Exhale, empty. The breath traveling out through the mouth. Inhale, rising up, fill up. Full and steady exhale, empty. In that emptiness, the sense of space, right? In the invitation, as you breathe in, you're drawing energy, you're drawing light into the body, creating space in your lungs as your lungs expand, as your spine expands with your breath. And as you empty, all into the openness of this moment of this breath. Inhale, rising up, fill up, and exhale, empty. Go ahead and lift your chin. Come back into a nice, easy yogic breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up, feel the space. Exhale, turn and twist. We'll twist to the left side, your right hand gently touching your left thigh, and deep breathing in through your nose. Right back out, shoulders down your back, a little space there just at the base of the neck. Inhale, rise up, big breath. Turn and twist to the second side. Inhaling and exhaling. So there's an ease to this practice of mindfulness, right? This practice of creating space in the body. There's no force. Inhale, come back up to the center. Turning your palms forward. Let's float forward. Just dropping yourself down into a forward bend. So you can stay in your chair if you started in your seat today, and just drape your body up over your thighs. Let your head and neck relax and just be here now, breathing in and breathing out. You can crawl your hands up and over to the left side. So a big stretch here. Feel the space created in the side of your body. If you're down on your chair, you can just crawl your hands over to the left side. Come back to the center, come back and go up and over to the other side. Kind of space is here. Maybe you notice, maybe this side feels a little bit more free, a little bit more open. Maybe not. Maybe there's some tightness or tension that is asking for a little bit of space, a little bit of openness. Come back to the center. Use your breath, float your arms all the way up. And today, just the tips of your fingers touch your index finger, your second finger, and so on. Keep an open space as you tense your fingers, and then exhale right down here to that place right in front of your heart center. A nice open space right here and now. Good, and then gently release. Go ahead, we're gonna continue with the movement by standing up. We'll take a nice open space here. And again, I'm gonna clear out my space. I'm just gonna move my seat, my cushion, and my blanket off to the side. So you have a nice clear space to move into. Feet are underneath your hips, and then maybe step just a little bit wider. Again, creating space in the body. Take your arms out to the side, turn your palms up, and just take a moment to unwind. Right hand turns down, the left hand turns up, and so on. Just move from side to side. So moving the body is a wonderful way to create space in the joints. You might feel the shoulder and the elbow, the wrist. Shrugging the shoulder up to the ear. Do what feels right. You get kind of creative and playful with this movement, and you start to cactus your arms a bit. Take the arms way out to the side, turn your palms up, get nice and tall here. Take your arms up in this big V shape, and then go ahead and step your feet out even a little bit wider. Lean back, feel the breath moving up over the front of your body. Beautiful space here. And then exhale, come down into a nice wide-legged forward bend. Let your hands drop down towards the ground and rest them on your shins. Go ahead and crawl your hands forward, bend your knees, and pull your hips back. So again, with the idea of opening, of spaciousness here in your lower back area, your head and neck. Let go into the forward bend. Breathing in and breathing out. You can straighten your legs. See what happens there. As you do that, lengthen through the spine. You might crawl your hands out a little further, bend your knees and sink your hips back. Creating space now in the hips, lifting up maybe even onto the balls of your feet. You can feel that movement and light in the body. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's twist here. Right hand stays down, left arm can float up to the sky. A big breath here. Move the left arm way forward, but pull your hips back and let your head drop. Your head hang heavy, inviting some space into the cervical spine, into the base of the neck. Deep breath in and out. Left hand can come back down to the ground. Right arm goes up, and then again to play with the spaciousness. Lengthening through the spine, reaching tall through the top. The fingers are reaching. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Exhaling, releasing both hands down. Let your head relax. Gently draw your hands up onto your thighs. And nice openness here in the top of the chest. The elbows can come alongside your body. And let's do some standing cat and cow. So you're undulating your spine. Stick the hips way back. Chest is open. Round, round, round. Breathe in through your nose. And let's go out through the mouth. It's a nice cooling breath. You can breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let's take the breath in through the mouth and back out through the mouth. So that's a breath practice called Shatali breath. Great to do in the summer. In through the mouth You can make a little straw with your tongue. Go ahead and do that, and out through the mouth, creating a sense of spaciousness in the spine. Feel the coolness of that breath moving into your body. Let your arms hang heavy, let your head relax, and then take time to slowly and gently roll yourself all the way up. You can walk your feet now underneath your hips. Palms are alongside your body. Inhale, sweep the arms up. A deep breath here. Exhale, take a forward bend, long spine and openness in your heart. Back of the legs are opening. Inhale, halfway up. And then exhale, go back down. Use your breath. Go ahead and walk your hands out, right? Walk your hands out. I'm just turning to the side. You can come to a spacious downward facing dog, right? Maybe walk your feet way back there. If that practice is not for you, take a nice short, right, stance. You can have your hands down, but your feet are forward. So play here, creating space and energy in the body. You bend one knee and then the other. Feel the fullness of your breath here. Just play with that dog in any shape and form with the idea of creating space. Use your breath and then gently walk your hands back to your feet. Let your head hang heavy and then gently rise back up. Arms out to the side. Turn your palms forward. Slip the hands to the back of your body. Rest your hands gently here on the just above the rim of the pelvis, just supporting that lower back area. It's nice to have a sense of foundation. You're pressing the hands forward to start to create space here in your belly, that core area. Feel the strength, right? Pelvic floor muscles are strong, belly is strong. You start to open up, creating space here for your heart from a very strong foundation, a spacious foundation. Breathing in and out, lean back a bit. Nice, and then come forward. Your gaze is forward, heart is open. Keep your hands as they are in your back body and step the right foot way forward and take the left foot back. Right foot is forward, left foot is back. Lots of space here. Float the arms again out to the side. Start to bend your right knee. Float the arms up. Now we just spent a moment, right, creating a real strong foundation in our belly to open up the chest, to open up the heart, and see what happens here. Can you sense a little bit of space underneath your shoulders and your lower back area? Your gaze can be directed up towards the sky. Sometimes just opening up, right? Just changing our perspective can give us a little sense of space in our life, in our body. Go ahead and look forward, use your breath. We're gonna reach for some space. Turn your palms forward, reach your arms forward, and keep going into that forward bend. You can drop your hands gently down onto your shins, or maybe the hands reach the earth, let your head drop to your knee, and your breath is fluid and full. In through your nose, empty through your mouth. You can even sigh it out there. I feel the space happening here in the back of my leg, my front leg, my back leg, the back of the head and the neck. Nice deep breath. It doesn't take much to kind of soften and open to all of this beautiful energy, all that we are. Go ahead and bring your hands back onto your hips and then inhale, gently rise back up. Take time, you're gonna bring that back foot in. You can heel toe your way in, right? Heel toe your way in. Working on this beautiful, lovely wooden floor. Feel the texture, right? Feel the space underneath the soles of your feet. You go up onto one toe and then up onto the other toe. Just taking time here, opening yourself up. Beautiful. Use your breath. Let's take the left foot way forward. Take the left foot way forward. Your right foot goes back. Hands can rest here on your hips. Let's step back a little bit more so you can see hips, right, are moving towards the front, but again, with space. Maybe they're torqued a little bit. That's okay. See if you can create a little bit of energy and light at the upper chest as you start to bend into that front leg. This side, I don't feel so spacious. I'm a little bit tighter on this side. Just notice that and see by inviting the breath in that things can begin to soften and open. Arms float to the side, lift your chest, lift your heart. Remember, a strong core can open the heart and create all the space you need there at the upper chest. The space here in your throat really helps you to be able to communicate, to express yourself with great truth just by creating a little space in the body. Go ahead and straighten your front leg. Hands can, again, rest on your back body. Flow forward just about halfway, creating space. Legs, lower back. Let the gaze gently, gently drop down onto your nose, to your knee. Your hands can come down to the ground or to your shin. And just breathe here. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Inhaling and exhaling. Head and neck are relaxed. Press down into the ground. Use your breath, hands onto your hips, and then gently rise all the way up. Good. Take time. That back foot can move in slowly, feeling the texture of the ground beneath you, whatever that might be. And then again, root yourself down here into a nice standing, tall and spacious Tadasana, the spacious mountain pose. Had the opportunity to go to upstate New York in the Northeast. Trees everywhere, right? Trees everywhere. And this sense of space that they provide, right? These leaves dancing in the wind, right? Lift up onto the ball of your right foot. We're going to do that pose. So if you need to hang on to something, do. If you want to hold on to the wall or something, lift that right leg up and you can reach down, grab hold of the right foot and put it up into your inner thigh, below or above your knee, right? Not on the kneecap or not on the knee area. Take your arms out to the side and then see how spacious you can become here in this beautiful shape. You can kind of swirl and twirl in your wrists. Maybe the gaze can float up. That's a bit challenging. You might fall down in that. Creating the space, the light, the energy here. Even leaning back, the heart wide and open. Cactus your arms, bring your right knee forward. You can reach for that right knee. Kind of lift it up, tug it up there. Again, if you have to hang on for this, go ahead. And then bend at the knee, putting my right hand on top of my right ankle and bring the knees to center. This is a great place to create space in this front thigh, right? In those strong quads. Release that foot back down. Shrug your shoulders. Loosen the hips a bit. Such a wonderful shape. Again, that lifting up. I was also practicing in Prospect Park in Brooklyn this weekend. So much space. Use your breath. Put the left foot into the inner right thigh and then go ahead and play here. Play a little dance of energy. Feel that spaciousness moving through your body. Your gaze can maybe go up to the sky. Chest is open. A freedom, an openness in the movement, in the breath. Gently, that left knee, whoa, can come forward now. Give it a hug, And then your left hand can come on top of your left ankle and be here, right? Wow, stretch here, quad. I actually feel this also in my front hip. I could use a little extra space there. Gently release that foot down, shrug your shoulders. So conscious, mindful movement is a lovely way to open yourself up, to cool yourself down. It's been quite hot here in the Northeast. So it's really nice to just create space, right? Create space with your breath. Coming back here now to a seat. You can always sit in a chair. That feels good for you. I'm going to sit back down onto the ground and start here just with a forward bend and some space. So I have my pelvis supported. I'm on a little cushion here. You can be on the ground or on a blanket, or maybe you have a towel there, and then root your legs, like the heels of your feet down into the ground. Take your legs out as wide as it feels comfortable, arms up. And then again, a nice spacious forward bend. You go between your thighs. You can reach for the outer edges of your feet or your ankles. And then go ahead and start to straighten your legs. Let your head relax and cultivating breath, space in the body. Inhaling, exhaling. So just opening yourself up. This should feel good for your lower back. If this is not feeling spacious in your lower back, maybe come up and bend your knees a little bit further, right? Just feel that good stretch for the back. It's good to do this in a wide-legged way, especially when we spend so much time in our chairs and our seat. Breathing. Deep breath in and out. Go ahead and gently rise back up, rise back up. Bring the soles of the feet together, but we're going to keep with the idea here with the practice of spaciousness. Even here, this is a pose that is called Tarasana. So it's this big, beautiful diamond shape here. The heels aren't close to your inner thighs. You have this beautiful spaciousness here. Drop your hands alongside your body, lift your chest, lift your chin. Feel that breath flowing. And again, we're going to go forward, but try to lift out of the pelvis as you go forward. Float the arms out to the side. Bring the arms forward and then gently slip the hands underneath your front shins, right? Slip the hands underneath you. You can turn the palms down. So even in this kind of bound pose, can you find the sense of space? Breath is moving and flowing. There's an idea, there's an energetic rest here with the head down, right? Sometimes just surrendering into a forward bend can create maybe the space that we're desiring in the mind stuff, maybe between the thoughts. Sometimes we get really caught up in our own stories and things coming at us from one direction and the other direction. And here, by bowing your head, by letting go, you can even imagine the front of the forehead kind of opening like a big, beautiful door. And just pour out what you don't need. Just let it go down into the ground. Maybe kind of miscellaneous thoughts of this or that, or maybe there's some thoughts that are perhaps stressful or future driven or past driven that we don't need to have. You can just kind of dump it out onto the ground to clear it out, right? Clear out. It's a beautiful practice. And then gently roll yourself all the way up. Shoulders shrugging, head and neck are relaxing. Good. Take a comfortable seat. Can be cross-legged, can be back up onto your chair. And before we drop right into the meditation, we'll just do a little clearing breath practice. This practice is literally called shining skull breath. It clears out what's here, right here at the front of the forehead. And it's an exhale through your nose. We're not going to be so forceful today in that. Take the mudra that we began with, thumbs very lightly touching the index finger. Hands down, very softly resting on your thighs. Take a deep breath in through your nose, clear out through your mouth. Inhale through your mouth. Cool it down and then exhale through your mouth. Seal your lips now and just exhaling, clearing out, right? Just exhaling through your nose. So it's a puffing sound. You'll feel your diaphragm lifting up. Clear out, keep going. Exhaling, 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 exhaling. Chin to chest, pause here. Just retain the breath for a moment. And when you need to breathe in, slowly, mindfully breathe in. Lift your gaze and settle down now. Settle down into a seat of meditation. And this practice, right, we did a little movement, we did a little breath to come to this moment of intention, right? Intention. So we work mindfully, we are present. And our intention today, the invitation was to intend some space for your life, for your mind, your heart, something that's perhaps going on with you, happening. And just sit with that. intention. Just sit with that intention and breathe beautiful, light-filled space into that intention. And try to stay focused. If the mind wanders away, just gently bring it back. If the body is talking to you in any particular way, maybe there's something that is not seated right on your skin, or just see if you can just ignore that for a moment and just stay here. Create some space and light around that distraction. This is just practice, intentional space, breathing into your body, breathing into your heart and to your mind, right? Space and light. Awareness now, awareness of your breath right at the tips of your nostrils. Drawing that light, that space into your body, expanding and opening to this very moment. See the breath completely. Gently float the eyes open. Put the hands forward, the tips of your fingers, just the tips of your fingers gently touch, creating a sense of spaciousness. Reach your arms way up over your head. And go back to that intention if you set one for this practice today, this mindfulness moment of space in your own life, in your own hearts and minds. We do this practice for the benefit of all beings. Go ahead and open the hands and send out that spaciousness, that light, that ease out into the world to all beings. May all beings be free. May all beings be safe. And may all beings be happy. Bring your fingers back together, lightly touching. And as you exhale, your hands right here back home to your heart. Inhaling, Namaste. Thank you so much for the privilege and honor of guiding you through this mindfulness moment practice.